Sawadee Kap, Sawadee Mai Kap, and welcome to Krabi, Thailand.
สวัสดีค่ะ Now we are in กระบี่ค่ะ
Yeah, in Thai it's pronounced Krabi, but would anyone know what I'm saying?
กระบี่
Other than a Thai person, if I said Krabi. Hey, but this video is not about Krabi. That's going to be our next video, honeymoon in Krabi. But this video is about our wedding because we got married just 3 days ago.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Wow, now you are my husband.
So we got a video all about us getting married and what a Buddhist wedding is like. It's a traditional Lanna wedding. So it is really cool. It is fascinating. We had so much fun.
Please stay tuned. This is awesome.
My God, I think I might be in love. Get rid of all your sorrows in the summer city. You'll never feel alone as long as you're with me. Get rid of all your sorrows.
Okay, I'm gonna show you guys. So it's so cute. Look at this. Look at this. This is the front. Jinla and Randall. 10 November 2024. And this is the back. We are very pleased to invite you for our wedding ceremony between Jinla and Randall Hicks at 9:39. This Thai blessing ceremony. 10:09 Thai hand with the holy thread. 11:30 buffet lunch, and here is the location.
All right, we've got to stop right there because everything changed. We lost our venue because of the flood in Chiang Mai, so we had to change the date and the time. But before we tell you about that, Joy, tell us about how we ended up with the date. How did we get our original wedding date?
We cannot just pick up the date that we like. My mom, she believes in some superstitions. She believes in what day is good for marriage. So she went to the fortune teller to find the best day for our wedding ceremony.
And it's not just your mom. I mean,
No.
that's a very Thai thing. So
Yes.
we had a specific date. And did you guys notice on the invitations, our wedding started at 9:39,
Yeah.
and then the first event was like 10:09. So that's your mom again.
Yeah.
So tell
No.
us about that.
Number 9. The 9 is a good number in Thai culture. The 9 means progress, means good things come to your life after marriage. So
Yeah.
we do believe in those in that number, and we choose that.
Yeah, so it's a lucky number. So we had to use that for about everything. You'll see more things we had to use the number 9. Now, like in every wedding anywhere, there's a lot of pre-wedding stuff. So we hired a wedding planner in Thailand. So tell us what they did for us.
Oh, we don't have to prepare anything. They have the wedding dress for me to fit in, and they do my makeup, and they have the photographer for the wedding shooting day.
Yeah, they gave us a photographer for both events, the pre-wedding pictures and also the wedding itself. So that was really affordable, and we didn't have to plan anything.
And we do like our pre-wedding photos very much.
And you looked so beautiful in your Western wedding dress.
Oh, such a very sweet man.
All right, so we chose a new location, and what was it called?
It is called Mon Fai.
Yeah, big place, and they do absolutely everything for you. We did everything with Lanna costumes. Most of the guests were in Lanna costumes.
That's right.
And so that was a really cool room where we got to choose everything.
I tried fitting in some outfits, and I do like the red and golden color that I picked up from my outfit, and I like what you chose too.
Yeah.
Maybe not the shoes.
Not the shoes. And we had a lot of friends that came in for advanced fittings too. My oldest friend, Bill, all the way from kindergarten. He's been my friend for basically my whole life.
My mom and my nephew try on the outfit too.
So another thing different with Thai weddings is in Western weddings, I don't know if you know this, but the groom is not supposed to see the bride, considered bad luck. But in Thailand, we both stand in kind of the reception area when our guests are coming in, and we greet them all together, and we pose for pictures with everybody. And it took a long time. We were out there for like 40 minutes. I guess a lot of guests and multiple pictures.
Yes. And here are my bridesmaids, Mint and Aura.
So this is my best man, Bill, and my Thailand friend, Lamar, and my son and my daughter. So the wedding really starts with the bachelor procession, which is almost like a parade.
Yes, traditionally we have the parade from the groom's side, start from his house, walk to the bride's house.
This is actually a big part of the wedding, and you can't see it on the video, but there's literally a 4-piece band preceding me, and behind me are all my guests.
And I really do like, there is one person from the man's side, he is going to sing like this. This is the start, and we know that the march already started, and we're waiting in our house and waiting for them to come.
Behind me are all my guests, my family, my friends, and they're all carrying the items necessary for the ceremony. So Joy is up on the stage with her mom and her dad, and there's 2 people, and they're holding like a chain or something to block my path. And there's 3 sets of that, and I have to prove my worth to be Joy's husband. So each one of these couples has a challenge for me. I even had to sing. Thank goodness, as far as I know, there's no video of that. And then finally, I get through the final obstacle, and I and my procession go up to the stage, and all my people follow me, and they deposit all the things that they're carrying for our ceremony to finally start. And we kind of skipped over invitations, because another thing that surprised me is in the West, you put them in the mail, you know, but not in Thailand.
Oh, typically we invite the guests in person. We go to their house, give the invitation card to them, and okay, you're invited to join our ceremony. And on our wedding day, the guests come to us, and they are going to bring the envelope, which we have the invitation card inside, but they take the cards out and they put some money in, and they give the money to us to start, it is a small gift from our guests to start our marriage life.
Yeah, and talking about money, that should bring us to the subject of dowries, because that's one of the things that was carried in on the plate, was the wrapped in silk was my dowry to Joy's family. And that's kind of a touchy subject. So we can talk about it, right? Because we can kind of share our conflicts about it. So historically in the West, I mean, going back hundreds of years, the wife, her family would actually pay the husband a dowry, the reverse. And even now in Western culture, it's not as common nowadays, but the wife's family would quite often pay for the wedding. That's kind of going away. But the theory was that the husband is taking over the, quote, obligation of supporting a wife. But in Asian culture, it's completely different. It's the husband that would pay a dowry to the wife's family, because you're basically taking away her contribution to the family.
Yeah,
So,
my idea is generally in Asian culture, daughter need to take care of their parents when they're getting old. And when I get married to the guy, it means I belong to this family. So that's why they may need some dowry to prove that this guy is going to have a very take a good care of the daughter.
now if you were a farm girl and you lived in the country, the dowry might be like an ox.
Yes,
You know, it would be
could be.
farm animals, and that
Yes.
still goes on in the city. It's money or jewelry or something. So we had like a real, well, I didn't have a conflict too much. I told Joy, whatever the culture is, I want to honor it. But Joy, I don't know if you're willing to talk about it on camera, was very conflicted, because Joy said, I hate this idea of a dowry. I don't want to be bought. I don't want to be paid for. That's insulting. I don't want a dowry, let's don't do it. And some people in Thailand don't do it. They kind of
Yeah.
have modernized, or they do a fake dowry.
Yeah.
Is that they'll just put a bunch of money there for show, so it looks good for the audience, and they never give it to the bride's parents. They just take it back.
Yes,
which
that's
I
for
thought-
show.
That's
Not
pretty,
to lose face.
That's pretty cheesy. Although we did that a little bit because your mom said, well, we should have jewelry. And so we said, we don't have any jewelry. So her mom's jewelry was on the
And-
plate, which she just took back. But
Oh no! And a lot of couples they rented some jewelry from the
I
jewelry
never
shop.
heard that before.
And
So
they-
it's all
they
kind of
take it
it's all kind of fake. But we ended up doing a dowry. So do you mind if I say why?
Never mind.
So some of Joy's friends in kind of the older age group, kind of the more traditional group, said, if you don't do, because she told them, well, we're not doing a dowry. They said, that looks to everyone like you're not being respected, that you're not worth, you have no value to your husband, and it's going to look bad to guests.
Like,
at
I'm
least
free.
The older,
I'm a free girl. You can take me for free. So
yeah.
that's the idea.
And so we both decided to just kind of honoring old tradition and the older people that were there, we would do a dowry,
So-
which was not a huge. Is it okay to say what it was, or is that like a private thing? It's not okay. That's okay. So can I just say, kind of like, well, if you don't like my answer, we'll edit this out. You'll never see it. I don't want people thinking it was like $10,000 or something like that. That
Honey,
it's a modest sum. And then we did the ring exchange, was one of the first things that we did. And when I compare a Thai wedding to a Western wedding, all we do in a Western wedding is the minister or the officiant says a few words, and then the husband and the wife exchange vows and they do the rings. That's the whole thing. So right after the ring exchange, we did kind of an honoring of our elders on stage. So my best friend Bill, who barely is an elder by like 3 weeks, you made it, Bill. So he and your Aunt Nee and your mom and dad, they were on the stage with us. So we have a little gift for
Yes.
them. And we bow before them, and they give us a
Bye.
blessing.
Yes.
It was actually very emotional. It was nice to see your dad.
Yeah, yeah.
The next big thing was the holy threads. We were honored to have a very famous local Chiang Mai man.
He is an expert in Thai Lanna culture.
พระสุเตเจ้าเจ
We do something with the holy water to rinse away our bad luck, and after that, this guy is going to tie the holy threads around our wrist, and he bless something for our fortune.
Yeah, he literally ties us together. And then we moved back to the stage, and we each put out a wrist, and everyone comes up to tie a piece of the holy thread around.
My left side, his right side.
Yeah, and the normal tradition in Thailand is that only elders come up to do it. And we changed a few things, and we thought we don't want to leave anybody out. Like I wanted my kids to be able to take part in that. They're clearly not my elders. So we said anybody could come up and do
Yes.
the holy thread. So we ended up with a lot of threads on
I want to
on
add.
our wrists.
I want to add something about the threads tying, and my parents they will tie the threads to Randy first. It's like accept him as a son-in-law. If Randy's parents are here, they have to come to me first, tie my wrist, and then to Randy.
And those strings, we've got to keep them on for 3 days.
It's this thick, and I cannot live my life with the thickness of the string for 3 days. So we are allowed to take some out and leave some here onto our wrist, and we have to have it for 3 days.
And then it came time for food, and wow, I mean that food was amazing. And like I said, we showed you this is like a really big place, and they have it set up like a street market. where they've got maybe like, I don't know, 15 ladies, maybe more, and they've got all kinds of little delicacies, and you can just go around like you're in a street market, except everything's free for everybody. It was really, really fun, really good food.
They have pad thai, they have khao soy, and they have some drinks and some local liquor too.
Yeah, a lot of drinking went on. And that wasn't all.
Yeah, not that. After a while, and all the guests were served a meal after that.
After that, they actually serve a meal. I mean, it's like double the food. So, wow. I mean, a lot of really, really good food.
And some of our guests were full before the meal was served. And during our wedding ceremony, they have 4 performances show on stage, and they have like a Lanna folk song singer and a live band too. This is so amazing.
So after we ate, back on stage, did some little thank you speeches. My daughter gave a speech, and again we broke from tradition a little bit, and we had a Western wedding cake. Yeah, that was very good. The final big unique part of a Thai ceremony, which again I thought Joy was joking, but it's the marital bed. They've literally got a bedroom there, and selected elders. There was probably like about 10 or 12 people there. So we go into this bed. Before we lay on the bed, we have to deposit money for luck. And they've got rose petals.
Yes.
And it was how much?
999
Yeah,
baht.
again, we said we'd get back to the 999. So Joy's mom spread out the 999, and so much Thai superstition. When I was down, I was at my condo and talking to one of the receptionists there, and I said, I'm on my way to the bank to get, this money. And she said, make sure all the serial numbers end in the number 9. And I thought she was joking. Even Joy said this is going kind of far. But she said, oh, for good luck, you have to have all the serial numbers for all the bills end in 9. So I had to go to the bank and tell the clerk, and she wasn't even surprised. She must have thought, oh, another wedding. So we lie down on the bed.
And our parents and the guests will be invited into the bedroom. They bless us and they tell us something. Okay, you guys, you should be patient so that your marriage life can last long. Things like that.
They literally sit down on the bed, and
touch.
kind of, touch us and wrap us. I mean, it's so intimate. And then afterwards we collected the rose petals, the money, and we have to keep that over our bed.
Yeah, they put everything. They put the rose petals and money into the bag, and we have to place those things overhead.
Over our bed for 3 days.
For 3 days.
And then after 3 days, we can take the rose petals out, but we have to keep the money forever. So if you're wondering, no, we don't sleep in that bed.
You have to leave.
It's just a ceremony. But if that was in a real, like somebody's house where you're doing that, then the couple is not allowed to come out of the bedroom till the next day because it's considered bad luck.
Yeah.
So
another superstition.
This is so much fun stuff. Like when Joy described this stuff to me about we're going to lay on a bed and everyone's going to come in the room and talk to us and lay on the. I thought
He didn't believe in what I said.
You're pulling my leg. Hey, we hope that you enjoyed learning about a Thai wedding ceremony, and it was amazingly affordable for, that wedding venue, Mon Fai, the facility, all the food, all the entertainment. that was, I mean, a big stage show. And all those people working in the food market, there were really over 30 people behind this thing, and the costumes, all that.
The makeup artist.
Another makeup artist for the wedding day. I mean, it was amazingly affordable. So just in case you're thinking about getting married in Thailand, you can see exactly what the price is. We hope that you enjoyed this video. We hope that you subscribe. Our honeymoon video is coming next. Honeymoon in Krabi. So you want to check that out. So I hope you subscribe, like it, maybe share this video with a friend. And until we see you guys again, safe travels.